Hi, Gemini. Happy July. I hope you guys are doing well. My name is Candace. You're watching Lamplighter Tarot. So, Gemini, July. What's going on in the month of July? I have to say, when I was kind of tuning in and meditating on Gemini this month, the word came to mind, thoughtfulness. Thoughtfulness. So thoughtfulness is consideration of the needs of others. So interesting. We tend to, a lot of times, we're always, tuning in for these readings and trying to get information for ourselves and what's going on in our lives. I think in the month of July, Gemini, you're also being asked to consider what's going on with other people. So you might be just the right messenger to say the right thing that somebody important needs to hear. You could be the one in the month of July, very much. And so part of your focus this month, Gemini, I think, should be to really keep your eyes open and be aware of what's going on with the people around you. Do things that are special that you think would help somebody. Say things to someone that might uplift them and encourage them. Be courteous to the people around you. And when you do that, Gemini, it's so rewarding. It's not just about being thoughtful and focusing on the needs of others. It's about what that does for you, how that makes you feel. It's amazing what happens. Say you're in a down and out mood, Gemini, and you're just feeling kind of depressed, and you say something to somebody that really resonates with them and just brightens up their day. Do you know that doing that for somebody, that saying something and doing something so simple that hardly takes any effort on your part at all, but really makes such a difference in that person's life? The feeling of gratitude and just the feeling that you get from being able to do that for someone else is undescribable. Thoughtfulness, Gemini. Just saying, just putting that out there. All right. Let's take a look at your cards. We have the Star card, Major Arcana, the Star card. Beautiful. Love this card. Underneath that, we have the Seven of Rods. Get this to focus. Next, we have the Page of Swords. Underneath that, we have the Eight of Swords. Next, we have the Queen of Swords. And next, we have the Five of Rods. Interesting. Let's break this apart. You've got three swords cards. The swords tends to deal with ego, mental energy, communication, thought process. All right, so let's take a look at the Star card first. This is Major Arcana, so this is a major theme going on in your life. The Star card is all about hope and faith. Hope and faith. Keeping your eye on the star, right? Not letting yourself get distracted by all kinds of other stuff going on. There's a certain element of renewal about this card as well. You can see she's filling her cups. Hope and faith, Gemini. Underneath that, you have the Seven of Rods. This is the card of feeling like you've got to stand your ground. Stand up for yourself, defend yourself, stand up for your beliefs and your values, what you feel is right. The next card we have the Page of Swords. Pages sometimes can typically represent messengers. They could even represent someone who's a younger, even a younger messenger, child, someone younger in your life. So the Page of Swords is someone who's bringing a message of clarification. Sometimes the Page of Swords doesn't always have the best tact when providing this message or this information. You know. Underneath that is another swords card. We've got the Eight of Swords, Gemini. So what is making you think that you are trapped in a situation? You know, Gemini, that's actually really an illusion. You're not really trapped. It's just how you feel. Like you feel like there's no way to progress or move forward. You know, you're just kind of stuck. But that's a blindfold that you're putting over your own eyes. There are ways to get around that. And with the Star card, you're being asked to have hope and faith, to keep your eye on the ball, to not get stuck in this energy. Queen of Swords. This is somebody, regardless of whether you're male or female, Gemini, who just cuts through the quick. This is someone who's been through the gamut of things in their life, and they're more wise for it. They've been through challenges and obstacles, and they now that they know what the direction is, and they don't even hesitate to cut through all the bullshit and get straight to the matter at heart. This is a no-nonsense person. Five of Rods. Petty squabbles and conflict. Juvenile. Kid shit. Pettiness. Petty competition. Gemini, you guys don't have time for this. All right, you've been here, you've done this before, and now you feel like you're stuck in it and you can't get out of it. It's this repeating cycle of having to stand up for yourself and defend yourself and, proclaim your core values. And then you have all these little, people that are just pawing at you and, being annoying. And you're like, oh my gosh, how the hell do I get out of this? I just need to remind you in the month of July, Gemini, to keep your eye on the ball. Continue to have that faith. Continue to have that hope. Understand that if you just keep your mind on the positive direction where you know you need to go, that everything else will fall into place around you. Don't try not to get stuck in this petty energy of, having to defend yourself and and picking small fights, or people picking small fights and arguments with you. I mean, you just cut through all of that shit. Nobody has time. Nobody has time. I want to pull some clarifiers for you guys. Let's get a clarifier on the Seven of Rods. I know it's hard, Gemini, sometimes to ignore this kind of stuff and not to get involved in some of the petty squabbles and arguments and opinions of others. I know it's hard, right? But it's just beneath you. You guys are fighting for, you guys are kind of defending, I feel like defending your stability with the Four of Rods, clarifying the Seven of Rods. Because the Four of Rods is the card of setting down roots of stability, right? And you're feeling like you have to defend that, like someone's questioning that, or someone's trying to attack that, or everything that you feel is solid. You're really feeling like you have to defend that. It's super annoying. Let's get a clarifier for the Page of Swords. This is annoying. This is an annoying energy, Gemini. Oh, it's so irritating. Oh, just go. It's like, go away. What is the Page of Swords? Is this like a young person coming in, like delivering some kind of news to you or clarification, or what is the deal here? Four of Swords. Holy Swords cards. All right. So the month of July also sees you guys taking some rest and recuperation. Okay. I mean, this is stressful energy, and it can only go on for so long before you guys just need to take a time out and say, okay, I just need to take some time alone. I need to regroup. Either, even if some of you guys have had health issues because of it, or the stress and anxiety of it, this is all about recuperation and taking some quiet time to yourself to just kind of recover. All right. And if anybody has a problem with that, that's too fucking bad. It's too bad. This is not something that you can continue with. I mean, because why? Because you're the Queen of Swords. You're going to cut through all the crap and all the childness and all the stupid petty stuff, because you know who you are. You know what you're about. There's some sense of just taking just a break from this whole scenario or situation, Gemini. You just need to take a break from it. It's just wearing on you. Let's get a clarifier for the Eight of Swords. All right. Well, let me tell you what, Gemini. If you feel like there's a certain situation that has been trapping you or making you feel stuck, in July or thereabouts, you will make the decision to move on from it. Okay, because it's no longer serving its purpose. I call the Eight of Cups the bittersweet card. And the reason is because if you look at all the cups on the bottom of the card, this is something that you guys have invested time and energy and emotions and effort into. That you're choosing to leave all of that behind because it no longer serves its purpose. It's no longer emotionally fulfilling for you. It's just not cutting it. So you don't even necessarily know what's ahead, and it doesn't matter. It's just time to leave this. It's time to leave this situation. And so, it could be that you guys are deciding to pursue hope and faith in the month of July by following that star. and leaving behind all of this stuff. And before you do so, make sure, Gemini, that you get some rest and recuperation, time to really get your thoughts together. Let's get a clarifier for both the Queen of Swords and the Five of Rods. Queen of Swords and Five of Rods. What is this definite clarification you're coming to? To me, I'm looking at it, and the definite clarification is that you're no longer willing to be trapped in this situation, Gemini. You're no longer willing to be trapped in this. You're no longer, wanting to have to like defend yourself or defend your security or defend your roots, or you're just tired of the petty squabbles. You no longer are willing to be trapped by this. I mean, for me, that's the kind of clarification that's coming in to you for the month of July. It's gotten ridiculous. Yeah. All right, this is why. Here's the clarification that you get in the month of July, Gemini. Nine of Swords. This is the card of anxiety and sleepless nights. This situation is absolutely like intolerable. No more. And I understand that you guys have invested a lot of time and effort and emotion into this. And, maybe before it was something worth fighting for, but it's just too damn draining. It is too draining. The star for the month of July is asking you to take a look back at what it was that you wanted to do when you first came up with this. How did you feel? What direction did you want to go into? What were you hoping for? It's time to pursue that again. Because whatever the situation in your life is, Gemini, it's just not putting you on that path anymore. It's just not cutting it. It's time to let it go. The illusion is that you're trapped, that you can't do anything about it. That's just not the case. You can leave. You may not know what the future holds or what's ahead of you, but I guarantee you, Gemini, if you're following your intuition and you're following your soul and you're following what makes you who you are, wherever you're going next is going to be a whole lot better than where you've been stuck. I guarantee it. All right, let's go ahead and pull you a spiritual advice card. Spiritual advice card for Gemini. There it is. Dearest you, on Earth, humans learn about life by telling stories and creating new ones based on shared experiences. Eventually, after repeating one often enough, it becomes your main story that you can use to define yourself in the world. So to get the answers you seek, you must get vulnerable and hear your story when you tell it. Ask, why do you tell it? Is it really true? What else can be true? Can you see the truth that spirit is in all things? Do you see how other stories overlap and intertwine? Spirit loves stories, for they are like blueprints for co-creation. So tell the one we know to be true about you, a story of courage, gratitude, and honesty. Tell an empowered story about well-being, wisdom, and grace. You will experience your world according to the story you tell about it, so make sure they're stories you're proud of. Genuine, loving fan club. Wow, Gemini. If someone were to ask you what's going on with you right now, so what's happening in your life, would you be happy with your answer? Would you be happy to tell that story? Or would you be embarrassed by it? Would you be ashamed? Would you be depressed by it? Is it Is it the story you want to tell about yourself? Is it something that you're proud to say? If the answer is no, it is time to move on and create a better story. Absolutely. Listen, Gemini, I want to thank you guys so much for all of your support. Whenever I put out these videos on a monthly basis, I see more and more people watching them. I get really excited. You know, if I can open up someone's perspective, encourage someone, enlighten someone, if I could do that for just one person who watches these videos, then I am fulfilling my purpose. And the best way that you can support this channel is by either giving me a thumbs up and hitting that subscribe button. That allows more people to see these videos. So I really appreciate it. If you guys would like more personal guidance, or you have some questions that you need some help with, please reach out to me for a personal reading. All the information about personal readings is on my YouTube homepage under the About section. So to get to a YouTube homepage, you simply click on the picture of that lantern underneath the video. That'll bring you to my homepage. From there, you go to the About section. It has all the information you need on personal readings. I would absolutely love to work with you guys. I am wishing you the best for the month of July. I know that you guys, Gemini, have the strength to overcome whatever obstacle this is and get on the right path for yourselves. I absolutely have faith that you're going to do so, and I look forward to hearing your success stories. I love you guys so much, and I will see you next time.